On the 12th of June 2023, the Nigerian Data Protection Act 2023, the act was signed into law by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this act provides for the legal framework for the protection of the personal information and establishes the Nigerian Data Protection Commission for the regulation and processing of personal data and information. Now, a lot of times we've submitted our data to people. Either we are filling form in the bank, we are filling forms online, and or maybe at any point in time, either through maybe a tech organization, you want to register for a particular program and all that. Then, but how many Nigerians know the content of the law and how it protects their rights of the usage of their data? This is what we're going to be discussing today. Welcome to iMedia Podcast. This is a production of iMedia Digital Hub, and this is a place where we discuss everything around business and technology. My name is Shamsuddin Abdulzagidado. And so today we're going to be discussing the highlights of the new law and how Nigerians can actually take advantage of it. So on number one, the law provides for the safeguarding of the human rights and freedom and also the interest of data subjects. So by data subjects in this sense, we mean people whose data is being collected, and and this particular law, their right is being protected under the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And number two, so providing the law also provides for the regulation and processing of personal data. Aside safeguarding their right, it also provides that they regulate the way at which the data of people is being used, and also safeguard the security of the personal data of people in such a way that the privacy of people is being protected. So the law makes sure that there is what we call the lawful, fair and accountable usage of people's data. So you don't just come and use people's data anyhow without their consent. So this is also being spelled out in the law. On number three, it also ensures that the rights of it also ensures that the data controllers and data processors fulfill all the obligations of the data subjects. In this sense, anything you said you want to use their data to do, please, that is what you should use their data for. So you can't say, okay, fine, we want to just use the phone numbers and the details we collect to register for the program, to process the activities of the program. At the end of the day, you're going to sell the data to another party. This is actually not what the law says. Then on number four, the law also established an impartial, independent, and also effective regulatory commission, which is the Nigerian Data Protection Commission, to superintend over the data protection and privacy issues, and also supervise data controllers and data processors. Now, these are the people that also controls the data. Aside that, the commission now is to strengthen the legal foundations of the national digital economy, and by guaranteeing the participation of Nigeria in the regional and global economies through beneficial and trusted use of personal data. So now one of the rules of the commission is to make sure that the data of people is being used as it is. So for example, an investor wants to come into Nigeria, but he knows that, okay, maybe companies that are doing businesses in Nigeria, they don't use people's personal data as they are meant to use it. So they might not want to come to say, okay, they want to do business in Nigeria, and this is actually not good for the Nigerian economy. So one of the roles of the commission is to make sure that these particular companies or anybody doing business in Nigeria are data privacy and protection compliant. Now, aside that, lastly, the Act actually sets out the scope and lawful basis for processing and also for number one, processing personal data, and prescribe penalty for non-compliance with its provisions of the personal data. So this is also very important, and it's something that we as Nigerians need to know, because for every law there are exceptions, and if you actually flout the law, there are reasons or there are penalties that you have to serve or pay. So in this sense, there are options of fine, and also there are sentences that comes with you flouting the law. So you shouldn't actually sell information or data of people to a third party. This is a special episode of the program, and we want Nigerians to know how the law protects their rights, especially in the usage of their personal data, and they have the right to know what their personal data is going to be used for by anybody who is asking for it. And that's what the law said, and that's the more reason why we felt this particular episode is very important. Share your thoughts with us as regards at any point in time that you felt possibly your data was being used for what was not discussed with the data controller, that's maybe the person that requested for your data. Share your experience with us, and definitely we'll be glad to hear from you. And for those that have actually for those that actually collect people's data, share with us how you use people's data and how you also protect people's data to make sure that they are being protected from maybe a third-party glitches. Many thanks for watching today's episode of iMedia Podcast. I would love to hear from you once again in the comment section. My name is still remains Shamsuddin Abdulrazak Gidado, and this is me saying bye-bye.